What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me on today's video. Today is the first video of the channel, Dark Hill Lux. You know what I'm saying? It is going to be a two-part video. We're going to be doing a watch build, which is going to be my first watch build. And it's also going to be an intro, to the channel. And I'm going to show you guys a quick, my bench, what I'm starting with. I see a lot of guys always end up progressing. So I wanted to make this video and include it with my first build, like my bench, the tools I'm starting with, basically, right? Because we all, the tools is what we all start with. And I've seen some people that have started with, cheaper tools and this, and their channels are extremely successful today. Again, I am not doing this really for money or a cloud, nothing like that. This is more of a journey for me, and I'm glad that you guys are going to join me. It's going to be awesome. I am a truck driver by trade, so like I said, I have no sponsors. Everything is sponsored by me, by Dark Hill Lux. So I guess I can say Dark Hill Lux is my sponsor, but this is the first video, and we're gonna get down and show you guys my bench and the build. So let's get to that. All right, so here we go. Let's take a tour of the bench and the tools that I will be starting my watch building, modifying journey. Again, guys, I am not doing this for money. This is for fun. This is a hobby. And again, thank you guys for joining me in this mission. So let's look at the tools that I'm starting with. Again, I know that not everybody starts with these kind of tools. These are not the expensive tools, but they're a little bit upgraded. I've seen some channels that have started with like really cheaper tools, and they are very successful. You start with what you can. I was able to start with these, and the goal is to eventually have all Bergian tools, right? But for right now, we're going to start with these, and let's get this going. So let's turn this to the left first. This little box right here, it basically has some parts stuff in there. My name up here, Dark Hill Lux. I put these logos on there. Watch parts. I got custom build parts in here, miscellaneous tools. I got like my finger cots in there and little back stuff and adapters from my, like my hand press and stuff like that. These guys up here, man, these guys, I tell you, I use them for a lot more than just watching. Like these I've had for a while, and these are 3.5 magnification. They have an LED light, different settings, and these things just work. They flip up, they go down, they go on with a strap. They give you the option to have them as glasses, but I like the strap. You strap these on there, you put them up when you don't need them, flip them down when you need them. Again, this is 3x magnification. That's what I usually use. It does come with this case right here, which goes from sizes 1 to 3.5 magnification. You know what I'm saying? It goes 1 to 1.5, 2 to 2.5, 3 and 3.5, and 3.5 is what I always keep on there because that's what I like using the most. Let's set these guys over here. All right, this little station right here, I basically have, you see right here, these three things right here. These are my manual hand setting tools. I have used these before, guys. By no means am I a professional watch builder or watch repairman. Again, I'm a truck driver, but I've been in the watch. I got into watches about a year and a half ago when I bought my first Steel Dive automatic watch, my first automatic watch in the recent years. And I really got into the whole watch. I started watching all the watch videos like Marshall and oh my God, and JB Watch Mods and Loom Shot and all these guys. And it's like, man, they really motivated me. And I said, man, this is a good hobby to do. So I got into it. So I have used those because I have repaired some of my Invictus that were down for years. And when I got into it, I said, hey, so I did change out hands. And I'm going to tell you, I messed up a lot of second hands learning. I had to order them on AliExpress from Amazon. And, it takes time and I'm still not perfected. So these are hand setting tools. Yeah, trial and error, man. So we got a Sharpie here. We got a watchmaker's hammer. We have this tool right here, which I'm actually going to be using today by Gyros. I got this on Amazon. Almost everything I got is from Amazon. This is for the crown stem, to hold the crown stems for cutting and stuff. We will actually be using that later on. These two here are just screwdrivers. We don't got to pull them out. They're just, the blue one and black one, they're just screwdrivers. This little tool I used when I took apart my first movement. I did take apart a movement not too long ago just to try it out on a watch that I had there. And I took it apart. It was a watch that wasn't working, an old watch from 2010. And I took it apart, and it actually was amazing. It was an amazing experience. But once I took it apart, I was like, yeah, it's staying like that. I have it in a little bag because I am not in the level to put it back together again. Maybe one day I will be, but not right now. This is just a little cheap spring bar tool, smarter size. All right, and then I have, I have some ceramic tip tweezers, different shapes. Some of them you have to like press down. Some of them you open and let go and they hold on to things. They come in very handy. You know what I'm saying? I have here also a little anvil for removing pins out of, straps and stuff like that. But you got to hammer things down. A little anvil there. This is like some cheap case holder. Very nice. It works. It gets the job done. These little things screw off and you can put them out here on the inside for different sizes. This actually works well to hold cases, not movements, cases. These are my case back openers. These came in a cheap kit that I had, and they work great. They get the job done. I did order the knife style, like the Bird. They're not the Bergian brand, but they are the same style, and I think those are going to work better. This tool is a spring ball tool that I ordered on Amazon, and I have changed out these tips, and they just keep getting eaten up. These tips, they just keep getting eaten up. I don't even use this too much, but I keep it here because what the hell, I already bought them. All right, I have this right here. It's my 30 by 36 loop, and I'm going to tell you guys, these things saved my life when I was taking apart that movement. These things magnify, and it's like, whoa. Those little screws. The watch world is tiny. You see things on videos, and it's like, wow. Then you start doing real life, and it's like, wow, it's really small. These things saved my life. Got this on Amazon with a kit with the loop that I have. I don't have a Bergian loop. My loop is this one right here. I have this loop. Aside from these up here, I have these right here, which I use to take apart that movement. They're not by Bergian. They're 15 times. I have a 20 time coming that has like a watch bezel look. That they're nice and fancy. Those haven't arrived yet. These work perfect. I'm going to tell you, the reviews were amazing and they got the job done. So these are my loops, and it came in a pack with like 3, 5, 10, 15. And then I got this, and it was like $15 on Amazon, guys. You can't beat that. You can't beat this. This thing works amazing. This thing has saved my butt. This is my movement holder for NH35, NH36, NH34, all the NHs. Then you got this size that holds different sizes. So it's like a double-sided, movement holder. Pretty nice. Okay, we keep that there. Got some Loctite, you already know, for the crowns. And I got these cutters right here if they want to come out. These are the first ones I got. Like I said, guys, I have messed around with my Invicta watches, so I have dealt with crowns when I changed the movements on some of my Quartz Invictas, on 2 of them actually, and I use these to snip down the crowns stems by watching videos like JB Watchmouth and stuff like that. His videos are they're so good for people that are starting. Guys, if you're starting in this and you want to get into, you want to like fix a crown, watch his videos, man. That JB Watchmouth, his videos are so instructive. Like, man, everything is like, he motivated me, and Loom Shot also motivated me. Seeing how he started going, I went back to like his first videos. It was amazing. But anyway, I've worked with these right here. But if you really want to get entertained and see the world of watches, man, look at Marshall's channel. I think it's called the Wristwatch Revival or something like that. Holy cow. His videos are they're like ASMR. Then you got Mike with Watch Restorations. These guys have motivated me. I recently bought these though, and I haven't used these to like fix a crown, but I already used them to cut a crown stem. I already did a cut with these, and they work great. They are flat. These were like $5 in Amazon, and I'm going to be using those today. Again, mostly everything I have is off Amazon. This is my lens pen right here. All right, for cleaning. This end, you pop this little rubber cap, and you get a brush that comes out to clean under the lenses. And this side, you pop this top off, and it's a microfiber tip to clean up real good before you close up a build. Again, I haven't used this because I haven't done a build, and I just got this stuff in. All right, you guys are coming with me on this journey. All right, so that's what's over here. Now, over here, I have screwdrivers. You know what I'm saying? I have screwdrivers, and these are not Bergian screwdrivers. Neither is this base. This base has a little magnet thing here that holds spring bars and screws very well. Guys, this little thing right here is like a little demagnetizer. It says demagnetize, magnetize. I tested it. It actually works. This tiny little thing actually works. So these screwdrivers are not Bergian screwdrivers, but I'm going to tell you something. These things right here, they got the job done. You know what I'm saying? They're almost identical to the Virgin ones, and they got the stainless steel tips. I use these screwdrivers to take apart that movement, and I'm gonna tell I only had to use like 3 sizes. That's it. The red one, I think I had to use the black one, and I believe I used that orange one, which is the big size. If I'm correct, I think the orange one is a big size. I use this side for the rotor, for the rotor on the movement. So I think I only used the orange, the red, and the yellow, and the black one are the only sizes I think I had to use for that movement. I took it completely apart. But it spins, it gets the job done, very nice. These are some, hand remover tools. They're both the same. I did order some that don't have this little cutout in them, that they're a little bit better than these. They haven't come in yet. This is just an X-Acto knife. These are little wooden pegs. These are my tweezers. They are not Bergian tweezers. They are not brass tweezers. These are aluminum tweezers, okay, that have some kind of gold coating over them by a company. It looks like Kegazin or Kegazin or something like that. But they're very soft, very precise. Like the tips are very, very fine tips, man. Like these things taking up the moon, they pick up hairs. I mean, these things are great. These things were about almost $20. I know the Virgin ones are like $60 or something like that. Eventually, like I said, the goal is to have all Virgin stuff. You know what I'm saying? But these tweezers, I gotta tell you, they have very, very, very good reviews by watch builders, and these get the job done. Again, they're aluminum, so they're not they're not magnetic. These are just some regular punches, and another cheap little spring bar tool right here. These little ones for like little tight spots works well. This is very cheap. This actually came in a watch that I bought, and I use this and the lot. They have worked well. And guys, the only official Bergian tool that I own is this spring bar tool, which I have already used. I've had this already for about a month, and my watch is a strap monster. As you can see right here, I'm wearing an Addies dive right now. Actually, I'm wearing an Addies dive right here, GMT. Oh no, actually no, this is just the automatic. This is not the GMT. This is actually a steel dive, not an Addies dive. Steel dive automatic, the SD 1953. But anyway, my watches are strap monsters. I'm always changing straps, and I use this a lot. I ordered the Virgin brand because I got to tell you, this thing right here, you will eat up. These things, the cheap ones, they just get eaten up. So this is a 67F, I believe, with the wider end, nice and thick and strong. Gets the job done. When I can't get this one into a certain strap, then I use a little cheap one over there, or I'll use this one over here. But this is the only Bergian tool that I have. Actually, I'm lying. The only other Bergian brand that I bought was my Rodico. My Rodico is Bergian. This is just a piece of it. The box is in there, in the yellow Bergian box. Do not buy the cheap Rodico. I bought the cheap one of this Rodico that they sell, the imitation one, and it leaves back residue. Dude, it's not even worth it. It's not, and then it's so small that the price that you pay for one brick of Rodico, they send you 2 thin, bricks of the other one, and it sucks. I'm sorry, but it leaves back residue. This is the Bergian brand, and it works great. I've used. I've used to clean my Invicta dials when I mess around with stuff. Like I said, I haven't made a new build together yet, but I have tinkered around with my Invictas, taking them apart, my Court ones, and cleaning out the dials, and changing hands and all that stuff, changing movements out. So again, the only real handheld Bergin tool that I have are these spring bar tools. I did not want to skimp on this because I've been going through them like water. So there it is. That's that. Back there, I have a flashlight. This little flashlight right here, basically to activate Lume, and it also has a laser for the cat. We do have a cat named Asteroid. When she's in here, I play with her with that. That's the plan, to play with her with that. All right, let's move on. Back here, this little guy right here. This little guy right here has a story. So about a year ago, I bought this little guy. When I first got into watches, I had 2 Invictas that I had one from 2010, and I had one from like 2021. Both needed batteries, and I used to always go and take my watches to this little Asian guy in the mall. He's charging me $50 to change out batteries. Till I got into a watch world. After I bought these automatic watches from Steel Dive. I have 2 Steel Dives. I have a Starbucks version of the Steel Dive Submariner. I got this one. I also have a GMT Batman from Addies Dive. These are homage watches, and I got into it with that. But this guy, when I decided to repair my own watch, because what happened with one of them was that the hands fell off of the chronograph size, all right? So I decided to mess around with it. I opened it up myself. And yes, I messed up the movement by pulling the crown out by force. So I had to order a new movement. Hence, I repaired some Invictus before. That's what I meant when I said I've changed movements. I did it to both my watches. I have an Invicta that's a chronograph, and I pulled out the stem by force. I thought I had to just pull it out, and I ruined it. So I ordered a new movement. But to get it closed back up, I couldn't get it closed. It's a snap back. I realized, I looked at videos, said that we needed I saw this guy using this cheap thing. This was $13 on Amazon, and this thing sealed it up right away. So I keep this around for closing snapback watches. So I keep it around. All right. All right, let's move on. All right, this right here is my hand setting tool. All right. Again, it is not the Bergian brand, but I'm going to tell you, I've seen a lot of channels that are using this brand right here. Some very successful channels, and they use this one right here. This one I know you can get on AliExpress for real cheap, but I ordered it on Amazon. It came out to about $140. Had I ordered it on AliExpress, I could have got it for like $80, $77. But then if it comes missing parts or something like that, good luck, because they come from China. Then they all do. But this is very nice. It's very precise. It's color coordinated. These are the acrylic tips. It has a screw thing right here, where it also comes with 4 other tips that are made out of steel that are also color coordinated. I keep the steel ones back here in the storage because I just feel like they might scratch the dial. Again, I have not used this hand press. We will be using it today for the first time, guys, on this build that I'm gonna do. I am excited to use this thing. I mean, it looks like it's right on point. It's amazing. So this is the first time I'm gonna use this tool. So this is my hand tool, like $140 from Amazon. Again, I know not everyone starting this can buy these kind of tools. I'm a truck driver, so I have the opportunity to spend a little more than most can, but that's what it is. And hopefully one day I can own the actual Bergian one. I don't even know how much it costs. I don't even know how much the Bergian brand one of those costs. All right, let's go for the crystal press. So this is my crystal press and bezel press. I haven't used this either. Again, I have never made a build together. I've never had to change a crystal. It comes with these aluminum things that come off right here. You know, they come off. And, you know, they come with little plastic things similar to over there, different sizes. So you can press crystals of different sizes. You can do back, but I'm not going to be using this for pressing snapbacks. I'll be using that little machine over there. This will be specifically for just pressing crystals and bezels. And from what I've seen, I did my reviews. A lot of channels use this one. It's wobbling because I don't have it stable. So this works well. I mean, it gets the job done. It has good reviews. I got this on Amazon. This one was like $80 on Amazon. Okay, so like $140 with tax and shipped everything to me for the hand press, about $80 for the crystal press. All right, let's move on to this side. Let's bring the bit. Well, let me show you the ball. Well, I got this ball. This ball I've had for a while now. This thing works. This thing is a Bergian one. This thing works. This thing works. This opens up back because if they're not real tight, this is gonna open it up. So I love this little ball. Let's set the little ball right here for now. Let's get this one. This I have used. So this I have used. Let's back up a little bit so that we can get a better view of this. So this thing right here, I have used. I have used this thing right here. And this thing right here, I'm going to tell you, let's back it up a little bit more. All right, so this actually works. This right here is a case back opener, and it comes with this thing right here. You know, you put the watch down here. It has different sizes for depending on the slot in the back. You also have these little blocks back here, which are to hold it through the case, because you can hold the whole case with these, but this system I think works better, 22 to 20 and so forth, and the case falls right in there. That's what I'll be using when I do use this for a build. I have used this on my Invictus, so I put this on there because it was a very big Invictus, so I used this, and it was a stubborn back, and this just bloop, popped it right open. So I have used this. This is amazing. It also came with this box right here, which basically has this system right here. Let me see if I can open it up. So basically it has this system right here, which is for opening oyster style backs. Came with the adapter in different sizes. I have another size coming for the Sea Dweller back because I do have a Sea Dweller build coming soon. Spoiler, all right? So this all came as a set. I got the back case remover closer with that other adapter set, and it was all about $104 shipped to me at Amazon. Now, if I turn this, let's get back down here, move this back forward. All right. Now, if I turn over here, you're gonna see a little wooden box over here. In that little wooden box, I have all the sizes for the crystal press. That's what I keep in that little wooden box back there. But yep, this is my case back opener with the wheel on top. Works very well. As you can see, it has like a wheel on top, like a steering wheel. Camera can't really see it right now. Let me see if I can raise the camera up so you guys can actually see a good view of this thing. There we go. So it has like a wheel. This thing works. Again, this is a clone of the Virgin model. It is not Bergeon, but the goal is, again, to get to own the Virgin one. I don't even know how much the Virgin ones of these cost. I haven't even looked into them, but they're super expensive. But these are working. Again, I'm not a professional watchmaker. This is a hobby. So these work fine. For now, they're getting the job done. So let's put this guy back over there. And let's go back to the front. Oh, light went out. All right, let's put this guy back where it goes. I do have OCD, guys, so everything has to be where it needs to be. It is what it is. Guys, this is a little tabletop, little tripod I got on Amazon. Legs move around. This is great for like going places. You can wrap it around poles. I have this here in case I'm recording on the tabletop or something. It works pretty good. I also have another light on top for overhead view, which I guess I'll show you guys. So you can see right here, I have, it has like an arm, and then it has the light phone holder. So for tabletop views when I'm doing the build, which we'll be using that angle when we're doing the build. And I will show you guys the mats that I'm using in the next clip. If you looked over there, I'll just show you guys now. I know it has nothing to do with watches, but over there is my gunsmithing. This is the ammo making press. I do make my own ammo. I do gunsmithing, stippling, stuff like that. So we'll get more into that later on. But right now, we're focusing on watch building. So this is my bench. These are the tools I'm starting with. Yes, sir. And let's get on to the top view so we can see the actual little mats that I'm using and the actual build that we're building today. All right, top view of my bench. So this blue that you see on the sides, this is a bigger mat that I have, which is like a rubber mat, which I really like. I can do welding on this outer blue mat when I'm doing anything that's not with watches, which now this is a dedicated watch station, so I'm not gonna really be doing welding, but if I have to do welding or something like that, this is a high temperature mat. Now this green one is the mat for my builds, and it's not Bergeon. Like I said, in the future, we'll probably get one. The Bergeon mat is like 30, 40 bucks. This one, this was a $12 mat, and it'll get the job done. Does the same thing, same kind of stuff. All right. Today's build is going to be this build right here. It's a 40 millimeter case, sapphire glass, clear sapphire glass in the back, clear. So, it's a unit. Let's go take this cap. Let's take the back off. It's already loose, so we'll take the back off. And, oops. So there's the back. I'm going to put it over here. And it's got some protective stuff here, I guess. I guess we'll take that off now. Might as well take that off now. Should have took that off before I started the video. Take it off of this side as well. I've been wanting to do a all black build, so I figured the first build is going to be this all black build. It's going to be a personal build for me. You can see the watch is very nice. It's a very nice watch. It is it's just unidirectional, 120 click, unidirectional. All right. Now I don't have my blower yet. I didn't want to wait for the blower. The blower has not come in yet. Let's put this at the 12 o'clock. Well, somewhat. So I don't have the blower yet, but I do have a little one of those air duster things, which I'll use as a blower, which is up there. And I have this rag. So this is the mat. Yes, I do have a cushion Again, it's not the Bergian cushion, but it does the same thing. This one was $22. The Bergian was like 50, 60 bucks. Again, guys, I'm just starting out, so I bought tools for starting out. And as I get better, I'll start buying better tools and better equipment and stuff like that. So, all right, so what do we have here? So we have here, let's take this out of here. This is a rotor that I'm going to be putting on the new Movement, which is a very nice, like silver and black rotor. Very nice. It's like a snake. I really like it. Japan made Movement. So we're going to put this, and the Movement we're using is going to be the NH35, which is right here. Let's open this up. Let's get it out of the case. This is the NH35 Movement. We are going to be changing out this factory one right here. As you can see, date at 3 o'clock. It has the black calendar dial. And there's a crown. It was in there hiding. This is the crown that we're going to modify. It's an NH35 crown stem. All right, we'll set that right here. Let's get my Rodico out of here. All right, it's my Rodico. This is real Rodico from Bergian. That is the only other Bergian thing that I did buy that's Bergian. We're going to be using this strap right here, it's a leather strap made by Rosero. It's a strap that I already had. Like I said, all my watches are strap monsters. The strap for this build is from the same company, and it is a stainless steel oyster style bracelet, black, strap that goes with this. It just hasn't come in yet. And I just want to make the build. I want to get it done. So I don't know how long they're going to take. So I'm going to get it done. I ordered a black crown with the S on there, but it didn't fit on here. It's different. The tube is different. So we're gonna rock it with what it came. We're gonna try to keep this watch as original as possible. So, yep, here's the Movement. Let me get my Movement holder. And it's the first time I'm using this Movement holder too. Fits perfect like a glove. The dial we're gonna be using is gonna be, let me get out this dial holder. We're gonna be using this dial right here, which has my logo on it. Let's pick it up. Use this. You can see it has my logo on there, Darkel Lux, and it is an all black dial. These black dials are lumen and green. Not as good as the blue stuff, but it does loom up. And as far as the hands, I couldn't decide which ones I was going to use, but I decided to go with the all black ones. We're going to keep this watch all black build. Like I said, these straps are going to be temporary until the other ones come in. But I really do like these Rosero straps. These are like $50 on Amazon. Full grain leather, quick, disconnect. These are very nice straps. I like them a lot. So we'll set this aside. That's the last thing. And this is one of those little dial holders. We'll go ahead and get this aside. Get this rotor to the side as well. We'll change that after it's already inside. All right, so let's get it going. First thing we're gonna do is get this dial fitted onto this right here. Now you already know that these dials come with the 4 feet, or 6 actually. So we're gonna have to cut some of those off. And I'm gonna go ahead and get those cut off. I'll have to take a look here and see which are the ones I need. So let's take a look here. So it looks like I will be using, it goes like this. Let me just make sure this is working actually. Let's pop this out. We want it to be at 12, so when it clicks over, there it goes. There it goes. All right, so right now the dial is at 2 o'clock. Let's give it some wind. All right. All right, so where are the holes? This is my first build, so it is going to be trial and error. This is going to look real nice on here, though. It's going to be very nice. I have to see though which are the holes that I'm gonna need. I'm gonna have to look at this. Again, this is my first build, so bear with me, guys. I see that's a hole right there. I see another hole right there. I see that one, and I see the one over there. So I'm gonna assume that we need just this one. We're gonna have to pop these two off. So we'll need that one and the one on this outer side. Yep, that's how it's gonna be. So we need this one and this one. These are the ones that come off. So we're gonna go ahead and snip those off. We'll snip those off with these cutters right here. Wow, these things, yeah, they worked very nice. We're gonna go ahead and snip these two off. And then I said that it's gonna be basically, let's see here. Yep, it's gonna be these two on this end. So on this end is these two. So let's snip those off. Let's get those cut off. About this one because it was nice and flush and it was like really nice. Honestly, I know that they be filing these down, but it looks to me like I'm not even really gonna have to file these down really. Like they really look, this thing really cut flush. This is my first build. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and file them down. I do have a Dremel tool. I'm gonna go ahead and come back after I file it down. So we don't gotta see all that. All right, got it filed down. This is the thing I was telling you about we're gonna use because my blowers haven't come in. It does the same thing. Just blows air. And I'm gonna use some of this router go to like clean it out. Once I get more confident, again, guys, this is my first build. Once I get more confident in this, then I'll probably do it on camera with the Dremel. I just use my Dremel tool, as you can see there. Now it's nice and smooth. Okay. And everything should be good. Let's blow a little bit on this dial. All right, let's marry this to this movement. Let's get this done. There we go. It should line up nice and easy now. Should be able to line this up. Let's see here. All right, this one goes right here. And this one, the other hole is where? Okay, so this hole is here. Sometimes you gotta play with these things to get them to actually line up. I know when I was messing with my Invictas, they didn't want to line up for nothing. There we go. There we go. All right, man, we got this going. All right, let's go ahead and give it a little blowing. A bit of radical. Guys, like I said, I've been dying to this build. That's why I didn't want to wait for the bands. Like I said, I'll update you guys on a short video of the bands, but check out the dates. Let's go ahead and wind this up again until we get the date changed one more time. And we're going to wait for it to change. There it goes. All right, man. So dial is on the movement. Looks beautiful. Got my logo on there, Dark Hill Lux. All right. Got these logos made. And I'll let you guys know later on down the line how I did that. Okay, so now we have the dial on the movement. So we're going to go ahead now and get the hands put on. Now, this is the part that is like, oh my gosh, getting the hands put on there. All right, so the next step is going to be to put on the hands. And yeah, that's the part right there that's like, oof, you know what I'm saying? That's where I really had problems as I was learning. But we're going to use this new hand press, which should make it a little easier. So I know the cameras are going to catch it too well. But we're gonna do, we're just gonna go ahead and get this done. All right. All right. So I had to cut a piece of the video, guys, because turns out that right when I was gonna get the screwdriver, I did go ahead and change out the rotor. Unfortunately, this rotor right here, this beautiful, awesome rotor, was not compatible with this case. So I had to put the original one back on to get it to work. Plus, I had a lot of trouble with the with the O-ring going on there. And I'm not gonna lie, I did leave the O-ring there overnight. I forgot about it. I put it in there yesterday just to test it out, and I totally forgot the O-ring. And I couldn't find the O-ring. Then I remembered, oh crap, it's inside of the lubrication capsule. Which is this thing right here. If you guys don't know, it's basically this thing right here, okay? I had put the O-ring, the gasket for the back, the O-ring for the back case in here yesterday because I wanted to just test this out. And I totally forgot that it was in there and I couldn't find the O-ring. So I'm like, where is the O-ring? Now I got a whole bunch of O-rings. I got spares and all different sizes, but I could not, I don't know if because I left it in there so many hours, like overnight and all day, it reacted with the chemical of the grease and it shrunk or something, but I could not get it to fit on there. So I had to find the right size O-ring. Like I said, I have this box right here, which is like a whole bunch of different sizes. I also have another box that's for like the sizes of the crown O-rings, but I cannot get the original one to fit on this. So I had to find the size, put it on there. So I edited all that out of the video because it was just 30 something minutes of me messing with this rotor on there that did not fit. Unfortunately, This is a Postier case. I think that's the name of it. And it works fine now without, with the factory one. I have it closed up nice and tight, and it works perfect with the original one. So I guess this is not wide enough. It's not compatible. I guess this was a little bit too wide. So it is not compatible with this case. I know this will work with other cases, but it's not compatible with this case. I'm going to put it to a test. I'm going to put it on this steel dive right here that I'm wearing. Actually has an N35 as well. I'm going to open this up and put this rotor on here to see if it works fine. But yeah. Well, actually, I can't because this is not a clear case. I got other builds coming. I'll try it out with other builds. But unfortunately, it did not work with this build because this bad case, I guess, was too slim and it was basically seizing it up. The watch would have still functioned by winding it, but the automatic movement would not function if this is not turning. So unfortunately, I had to remove this beautiful rotor off of there, which I'm really hoping it works on my next build. And we're going to put it away for another build. This is for N35, N34, all those things. So it's a beautiful rotor. We're going to put it away for another build. We're going to continue. So we do got the build done. And I got to say, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Let's listen to the bezel. So this case, it's okay. This is my first build. I mean, the lines are pretty good. Back plate's not bad. The crowns on these cases, you can't put the S crowns on there. The single crowns won't fit on there. The tube is different. But this build, I ordered this case and it actually came with this dial and these hands and everything. This build right here is called the Dark Side build. This is not the original band that's going to stay on here. This is a temporary band until the one that I ordered for this comes. Because when I ordered this, I ordered just the head because I was going to put a rubber band on there. And I actually show you guys. This is the band that I wanted to put on there. But I got to tell you, this band is very cheap. I got this band off AliExpress, and that was a mistake. This band, I mean, it closes fine, but you have to like line it up. It just feels very cheap, and I'm not going to put this crap on my watch, but I do like the design. It would have fit real nice. Got the curve end right there, but I'm sorry. This did not make the cut. I'm not going to return it because, stuff from AliExpress comes from China. I'm not going to be returning that. I had this laying around. Like I said, all my watches are Strap Monster. I actually use this strap a lot on this watch. This is my workhorse. I wear a lot. And so we're going to put this on this watch until the original bracelet that goes with, actually goes with this case comes in, which is going to be, it's a stainless steel oyster style bracelet in black as well, same color as the case from the same brand. So that I can't wait till that comes in and see the quality of that. That's going to look amazing. But I'm not too much of a metal case guy, a metal strap guy. I do like my bracelets. I did order one from Binlum, which is like a silicone one that I really love that has similar to this. And it comes in tomorrow. I'll probably put that on there. But for right now, to finish the video, we're going to go ahead and attach this one on there. And let me see if I remember how this goes. So basically, I'll just look at this watch. I'll use this watch as a model. I never can remember which side goes which. All right, so that side goes on the top. So let's go ahead and get this done. Let's finish this build up. And let's get this on there. And let's see, I love these quick disconnect stuff. Like, I love them. I just love them. They just save so much time. It's like, boom, All right, come on. There we go. What's going on here? Doesn't want to stay on this side. This side doesn't want to grab. Look at terrain. There it goes. All right, guys. Well, I gotta say, wow, badass, bad freaking ass. Would have been awesome if that rotor would have been back there, the snake rotor. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's throw this on and see what it looks like. This strap is already measured for my size. And again, this is my first build, guys. Sorry I had to edit to cut that out, but look at that. Oh my God. This watch is called the Darkness. It is my first build. It is a personal build for myself. Guys, once the original bracelet comes in, I will upload pictures. I'll do a short and I will upload pictures of it on YouTube so you guys can see it. This is going to be the watch that I am going to be wearing for work. I wanted something black, nice, and here we go with my logo on there. And I am very happy with this build. It is a first of many to come. Again, if you like this dark side build, and you want a build like this, you want one like this with my logo on, or if you want with the Seiko logo on there, you can let me know. This dark side build is gonna come with my logo on there. If you want to watch like this, guys, you can hit me up at darkell.lux26@gmail.com. It's DARKKELL.LUXE26@gmail.com. And it's going to be right here on the screen as well. You guys can hit me up on email right there. We can communicate and we can work something out, and I will get this built for you and I will make a video of it as well as I'm building it. I am very happy with it. I am extremely happy. I do have other logo stickers coming, which I will let you guys see that one. And you guys let me know which one you like better. The other one has the actual logo of my company, which you saw in the intro. But there it is, guys. This video is super long, guys. My videos are not all going to be like this. Again, remember, this is my very first video. This video included the intro. It also included, introduction to my bench, like the tools that I'm starting with. This video is mainly for me and for people in the future who, I'm hoping to become successful like these other channels. And like I said, I'm doing this as a hobby for fun, but I do want to grow. I'm really into this. And in a couple of years, if my channel grows, I want to be able to go back and look at this video and realize and see the tools that I started with. Like I said, I know some guys start with less tools, but like I said, I'm a truck driver, so I had the opportunity to buy certain tools that other people can't. But let me tell you, I'm hoping to build my arsenal up with Bergian tools. Like I want my hand press, my crystal press, eventually my back remover, all my screwdrivers. Like I will build my arsenal up to Bergian, and it's gonna happen. It just takes time. So for right now, this is what we're working with. So guys, like I said, if you guys want to build like this, you can reach out to me on my email, which you guys already saw, darkhill.lux26@gmail.com. Thank you guys for watching so much. Thank you so much. Remember, the next videos will not be this long. This just had an intro. It had the intro to my bench, my tools, and then the build, which I had a bunch of problems with the hands. But hey, if you don't got anything to do and you want to watch a guy that's a newbie doing his first build, having problems, well, here you go. This is the video for you, man. Guys, thank you very much for being with me on this build. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of stress with that O-ring and the hands and the whole thing with the rotor, but it is what it is. It's a process. So be on the lookout for my next build. I already have 2 other builds on the way. The next build is going to be another one of my personal watches, and you guys will get to see, I'll always put up shorts of the upcoming video, the preview. I didn't put this one up because I wanted it to just be like, hey, this is the first build. I don't want no one to know what it was going to be like. But my next build, I will make a preview of the parts, and you guys will have an idea of what's coming. So that's what it is, fellas. Darkell Lux. It's your boy Darkell right here. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. This long video. And looking forward to catching you guys in the next one, man. It's your boy Darkell. Peace.